Let's try that again.
We're about to enter enemy territory. So when I say weapons ready, I want to see you in position. Weapons ready. What the are you doing, soldiers? What kind of positions are those?
I think it's going to be deadly silent.
Some of us are going to say.
I knew that though I liked being in the Army and I liked being an infantryman and being a fire team leader, I loved it. But I knew I told myself I was going to go to college. So I went to college with the idea of studying photojournalism and getting back over there as soon as possible. Journalism allows people to see what's going on over there very close. It lets, without it, we just wouldn't have any idea. And so telling those stories looked very important to me. But then what I learned was that there's gaps in storytelling and in the ability of journalism. Particularly when I did the deployment in Iraq, there were huge things going on that they could not write about, could not get a handle on because they were too big or they were happening too many places at once, or whatever it was, they couldn't wrap their fingers around it right.
Been over here too long, huh? Yeah. No one said much about my promotion. They know it matters to me.
I wanted to win when I was in Afghanistan. And in Iraq, there was no doubt in my mind, regardless of whether or not I actually agreed with, the mission in big quotes. I wanted to see it to the end and finish it. And I felt that the others around me, the other soldiers around me, were preventing that because they seemed to be going after something else. And I wanted to know what that was. And so when I got out, I started to explore what was the difference between me and them. Why were they doing that? Why did they act like that? What did they care about that for? And I found out that maybe I was wrong, not them. Maybe I was the one who shouldn't have been doing. My interpretation of the mission may not have been correct, But the play is a way to explore those topics. It's a way for people to see characters, some very realistic characters, pursuing very specific goals in their lives, and watching what happens, asking, and then I think the audience is going to ask if it's even right for them to be doing that. There's an end that these characters are trying to get to. They have individual goals and big mission goals, and that end they're trying to get to. So they do a lot of things to get there. But they've done all this stuff, but what if they don't get to the end? And I think that's a real hazard that we're facing right now. When I was in the military, it was never entirely clear what it was that we were trying to accomplish. And I want people to understand what these decisions that all these people out there that we send over there have to make all these moral decisions on a daily basis, really fast. Young kids making big things, deciding big things. Shoot that guy or don't shoot him. Squeeze the trigger or call it a day. And we're asking them to make those decisions, and they're making them. I think that it's worth knowing why they're doing it, and ask ourselves why we're doing it. Because we may never get to that end. It's not up to us, really. But we're certainly doing the stuff on the way there. So that's what I want to explore, and I hope the audience will explore also while they're watching the play.
It's a gift from my daughter. Sometimes I try to visualize her. I wonder what she looks like now. She's pale, whereas you're ginger-skinned, but not tanned. Tans can wear off, that is.